Welcome to today's maths, everyone. These are the materials you'll need. Paper, pencil, some color pencils, and a ruler. Once you have it all, write down the date and the learning intention neatly. LI, to interpret data on a pictogram. Pause here while you get that done. You may be wondering why we're always going on and on and on about times tables. Use the link above, watch the video, and find out. Let's interpret the data on this pictogram. We know a pictogram shows us information and it uses pictures. Each picture has a value. On this pictogram, each star has a value of 2. This pictogram is showing us information about which car group of people would most like to have. How many people would like to have a beetle? Go back to the pictogram, look at the beetle, and count the number of stars beside it. If we count in steps of 1, we're going to get the incorrect answer. The value of each star is 2. So if it represents 2, well, it would make sense to count in multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 people would like to have a beetle. Your turn. You try for how many people would like to have a Lamborghini? And that's right, you got 8. How many people would like to have a Mini? Well done, it's 6. How many people would like a Range Rover and a BMW altogether? So another word for altogether is in total. That means we've got to total the number of people who chose the BMW and the Range Rover. And that's 14 people who wanted the BMW and 4 people with the Range Rover. And we know 14 plus 4 equals 18. Which is the most popular car? The most popular car would be the car that has the most number of images, and here you can see the BMW. It's very easy to see has the most stars. And the least popular would be the car that has the least or the fewest stars. Again, it's easy to see that the Range Rover is the least popular. How many more people would like a BMW than a Mini? So we know there's 14 people who liked the BMW, and we know there's 6 people who like the Mini. And you're going to do a take away sum to find out the answer. 14 take away 6. Spend some time looking at this pictogram. Perhaps you could test someone at home. See what answers they come up with. Here you have another pictogram. 5 people counted the number of balloons they popped in 30 seconds. And the results are Preston 16, Freddie 19, Scarlett 9, Lolita 17, Anel 8. Instead of putting the data on a bar chart, we could represent it in pictures. So that's what pictograms do, like I've just seen with the cars. And on here, the key tells us the value of one balloon picture. So each red balloon represents 2 that have been popped. A half a balloon picture represents 1 balloon that was popped. So just to repeat, the key shows that 1 full balloon equals 2 balloons. Going to pause here, and during this pause point, going to look at the data at the top and whether or not it matches the pictogram. Did you see that all of the data on the pictogram matched the information at the top? Moving on to a new pictogram about goals scored. Here, each football represents one goal. This is a one-star task. I'm just going to read through. You can join in your turn, my turn, your turn, or you can have a listen and then you pause to have a go with the questions. There's David, Frank, Millie, Gordon and Daisy who've been playing, and the pictogram presents the number of goals each of them have scored. Question 1. How many goals did Daisy score? Question 2. Who scored the fewest goals? Number 3. Who scored the same number of goals? Number 4. How many goals did Millie and Daisy score altogether? Here's another pause point for you to look at the pictogram and answer the questions. You can check your answers now. Daisy scored 6 goals. It was Frank who scored the fewest goals. Millie and Daisy scored the same number of goals, and in total we can see each goal scored 6 goals, so 6 doubled, or 6 plus 6 is 12. So altogether there were 12 goals scored. Well done if you got all of those. Never mind if you made a mistake, keep practicing reading and interpreting the pictogram and you get better at it. Now it's your turn to look at another pictogram showing the color of pupils' family cars. And there's a question up on the slide. It says, what information is presented here? And the key down the bottom, there's a little car. One car picture represents one car. So the value of each car picture is 1. And it's your turn to come up with some questions about the pictogram. What are some of the things you could ask from looking at the data presented on here? Another pause point and off you go. Right, for the 2-star task, I got a pictogram which shows how a class of children travel to school. And the key at the top represents the value of 2. Each smiley face has a value of 2. I'll read the questions quickly. How many children travel by scooter? How many children travel by car? Which is the least popular way of traveling to school? Which is the most popular way of traveling to school? How many children walk and travel by bike altogether? How many more children travel by scooter than on a bus? How many children are there altogether? 2 new children join the class and they travel by bus. Show this on the pictogram. So this is your pause point for the 2-star activity. You can complete the pictogram. The last question needs doing, and then answer the rest of the questions. And now for your following 2-star task, we've got a pictogram where Tom has carried out a survey of the most popular cars in his village. He showed his results on the pictogram below. There's the make of the car on the left, and he's represented his car pictures. Each car represents a value of 5, so each car picture represents a value of 5. And here are your questions. How many are Honda cars? Which was the most popular car make? What is the total number of cars shown on the chart? After you've answered those questions, your mission is to look through the window and make your own pictogram of cars you see in your area. After you've done your pictogram, compare your results to that of Tom's. Pause here and continue with your activity. When you go on Purple Mash on the home page, click on Maths and you have been assigned an Interpreting Pictograms activity. Remember Year 4 to take pictures of the work you've done and send them through email. Until next time, stay safe everyone.